Hello everyone. Today we will discuss a very important topic which is organizational culture. Now it's time to introduce ourselves. We are Group 1, Track 1, consists of Dr. Minatullah Naguib, Dr. Santiam, Year 1, and Dr. Iman Isa, Dr. Bahja Hamid, and me, Dr. Lamia Fouda, Year 2. Our mentor is Dr. Islam Farab. The intended learning objectives of this week are: define organizational culture and its importance, differentiate the different types of organizational culture. Starting from, what is the organizational culture? The organizational culture is a set of values, beliefs, attitudes, systems, and rules that outlines and influence employee behavior within an organization. Why is it crucial for your organization? Organizational culture determines how and if you are reaching your goals or key performance indicators, KPIs, so it's crucial to ensure that your way of working supports what you want to achieve rather than hinders it by shaping an organizational culture or company culture that fit your needs. Organizational culture is the personality of the organization. Types of organizational culture represented in competing value framework, which is developed by Robert Cannon, 1981. He's starting to identify criteria for organizational effectiveness and what is meaning of organizational effectiveness, which result was two-dimension, four types of culture, and leading to organizational culture assessment instrument. The types of organizational culture is four types, which are clean, adhocracy, hierarchy, and market. The two-dimension flexibility and stability, external and internal focus. Try to dig in deep. What is the criteria of each organizational culture? Clean culture emphasizes collaboration across teams and horizontal structure. Adhocracy culture allows individuals to share ideas and encourage the company to take risk. Market culture focus on financial success and how each employee contributes to revenue. Hierarchy culture emphasizes career paths and provide clear managerial process. To know more about types of organizational culture, we firstly talk about clean culture. Clean culture is internally focused and flexible organization. The primary focus of clean culture is mentorship and teamwork. Motto: we are all in this together. About clean culture, it's people focused, feels family like, highly collaborative, individual is valued, communication is a top priority. Advantage of clean culture: clean culture boasts a high rate of employee engagement, highly adaptable environment leading to great possibility for market growth. We start with clean culture in new business as a family-like corporate. Disadvantage of clean culture: a family-style corporate culture is difficult to maintain as the company grows. Day-to-day operation can seem cluttered and lacking direction. Where you will find clean culture: young organizations that are just starting out put a heavy emphasis on collaboration and communication. Leadership looks to to employee for feedback and ideas, and the company's priorities team is team building. The second type of organizational culture is adhocracy culture, which is in the zone of flexibility and external focus. Adhocracy culture, primary focus, risk-taking and innovation. Motto, risk it to get the biscuit. About clean culture, it puts a focus on employee adapting and innovation. This culture helps companies take risk and invite individuals to share their ideas and create and innovate more and more. Advantage of adhocracy culture, and adhocracy culture contribute to high profit margin. Employees stay motivated with the goals of breaking the mold. Disadvantage of adhocracy culture, risk is risk at any time. There are always a chance to hurt your business. Where you will find the adhocracy culture, Google or Apple, there are companies that embody the external focus and risk-taking nature of adhocracy culture. The market culture primary focus is competition and growth. Motto, we are in it to win it. We are in it to win it. About market culture, focus on financial success and meeting goals and targets. Each employee play a specific part in reaching the company larger goals. Can implement by analyzing each rules within the company and determining the return on investment of each rule. Advantage of the market culture, companies that boast market culture are profitable and successful because the entire organization is externally focused. Disadvantage, difficult for employees to meaningfully engage with their work and life out their professional purpose. There is also risk for burnt out in this aggressive and fast-paced environment. Where you will find market culture. The goal of a market culture company is to be the best in the industry. Because of that, these are often larger companies that are already leaders of the pack. The market leaders uh, achieve market culture in their organization. The fourth and the last type of organizational culture in competing value framework is hierarchy culture, which is focused on stability and control, internal focus, and integration. The hierarchy culture primary focus is structure and stability. Motto, get it done right. About hierarchy culture, have a clear chain of command and detailed career path within the organization. These companies tend to avoid risk and focus on internal organization. Implementation of hierarchy culture by ensuring each department and team has a clear and concise process and managerial structure and has policy and procedure for each step, each process in the organization. Advantage of hierarchy culture, have a clear direction. There are well-defined processes that cater to the company's main objectives. Disadvantage of hierarchy culture, the rigidity of the hierarchy culture leaves the little room for creativity and innovation. These companies relatively slow to adapt to the changing marketplace. Where you will find the hierarchy culture can be found at both ends of the corporate spectrum, from old schools organization to those of the customer service industry, such as fast food restaurant, and we can see also hierarchy culture in the military organization. You can detect what is your organizational culture.
Good morning, everyone. This is me, Dr. Iman Isa, and this is our group of organizational culture for the second week. We are going to talk about best practices for organizational culture. This article covers the following topics: importance of organizational culture in the healthcare system, what is a positive organizational culture and what is a negative organizational culture, steps of creating a positive organizational culture. Organizational culture in the healthcare system. Healthy culture can promote not only healthier balance sheets, but also healthier patients. The influence of organizational culture on quality healthcare delivery cannot be overstated. Positive organizational culture correlated with reduced mortality, falls, length of stay, hospital-acquired infection, and increased satisfaction and quality of life among patients. What is a positive organizational culture? It is a culture that encourages motivation, loyalty, and retention of the employees while fostering collaboration and communication across teams. It also promotes innovation, creativity, and adaptability by encouraging employees to experiment, take risks, and challenge the status quo. Moreover, it supports ethical conduct, social responsibility, and customer orientation. What about negative organizational culture? Weak organizational culture is one where the values and norms aren't clearly defined, communicated, or enforced in the organization. This can reduce motivation and the realities of the employees. It lacks collaboration, communication, and learning across teams and departments. It inhibits innovation, creativity, and adaptability as the employees are reluctant to experiment and take risks. It compromises ethical conduct, social responsibility, and customer orientation. So, now how to create a positive organizational culture. Through many steps: establish trust, determine the current culture, define the ideal workplace culture, set clear expectations and goals, regular measuring of goals and give feedback frequently, recognize and reward good work, develop employees, focus on employee development and engagement. First, establish trust. A leader should build a trustworthy relationship with his employees. When your employees trust you, they believe in your decision. Impact of leadership in healthcare organizational culture. Creating a positive organizational culture across an organization and within individual departments is largely a matter of proactive leadership. Leadership should always communicate organization and department goals clearly, encourage teamwork, ensure expectation, listen to and acknowledge and address employee concerns regarding resources, processes, and policies, make sure everyone understands the impact of their work, model positive culture at every level, recognize top performance and encourage them, support employee efforts to change and grow, take employee engagement and satisfaction as seriously as patient satisfaction. Number two, determine the current culture. Before you create a positive culture, it's important to determine and acknowledge the current company culture. As a business leader, your perspective on organizational culture might be completely different from your employees' perspective on the same. Have an open discussion with your employees from different departments and determine the current company culture. Then define the ideal workplace culture. There is no culture that fits every organization. Different companies have different priorities. So define your ideal work culture based on the vision you have for your company and communicate the idea of an ideal culture with your team and employees. Set clear expectations and goals. Most companies don't communicate their mission and vision clearly with their workforce. Employees should clearly understand what is important and what is not. As a leader or as a manager, it's your responsibility to set clear goals for them and make them understand how their personal goals can contribute to the organizational success. Number 5, measure goals and give feedback frequently. The next step after setting goals is to regularly measure them and give feedback on them. If you want to achieve a goal, then monitor progress. It is said that monitoring progress frequently increases the chance of successfully meeting your goals. Then recognize and reward good work. Workplace culture isn't just about changing the behavior of your workforce. It is about how you act at your workplace. Appreciate and reward the great work. Employees have busy schedules and a list of tasks that they have to finish before deadline. So when employees perform beyond this expectation, a leader recognizes what they have done and rewards them. Develop employees. When you monitor an employee's performance as a manager or as a leader, you should be able to help them perform better the next time. Establish a culture for continuous learning in your organization. Create a global mobility strategy that allows your employees to develop their careers internationally and thrive in a new work environment. Conduct one-to-one meeting with your employees and give them suggestions using which they can develop their skills and improve themselves. Focus on employee engagement. There is one more aspect that is important to shaping a positive workplace culture: employee engagement. With some kinds of stressful work day in and day out, employee disengagement is a common issue. Many companies organize various employee engagement activities to increase their work, like planning, flexibility, and participation with them. To sum up, positive organizational culture is collaborative, communicative, passionate, ethical, mission and value-driven, patient-focused, receptive, respectful, supportive, and transparent. And thank you.